Now what we can do, let's get rid of these construction lines, is to arrange it. So I'm going to switch back to the world UCS. All right, let's turn off the grid. And what we're going to do is we're going to position one, and then we're going to mirror to create the other. All right. Now, one of the things that you want to think about is, what are the points of reference? If we just take a look at our image here, we can see that the bottom of our flange, as we've modeled it so far, is going to be this line right here. So we can snap to the corners of our boss, right, with the bottom corners of our flange. Now those are the two reference points. The third reference point can be back here, right, the back corner of the boss as well as the back corner of the flange. All right. So if I start, I can just type in align, select the object that I want to align, hit enter, and you can use up to 3 source points, right? So the first, here's the source point, and then here's going to be the target point. Here's the second source point, here's the second target point. Using the back, we're going to align it with the back target point over here. And that should align our flange. Okay? You can also switch back to a conceptual frame view so you can see the alignment, right? Cycle through all the views so you can make sure, right, be confident in your positioning. Right? Now, we still have to do one more thing, so if I switch back to an ISO view, okay, now I need to make a mirror. So at this point, I want to make sure that I can create the proper mirror line. So I'm just going to draw a line. You'll notice I have the world UCS right now. That'll allow me to touch any of these faces and draw on top of these faces. So you can see I can track from the midpoint here, just outside of the object, right? And then using polar, draw a line back over the object, right? And you can orbit that again just to make sure it's on the face in that plane. Okay, and now we could use mirror. Now, notice that it's not unioned with the rest of our model. We still have the base here separate and the boss extrude separate. Let's start with mirror. We can use MI, enter, select the flange, and now we can use the 2 endpoints here. All right, the 2 endpoints. Let's start here, and then we can just set up polar there. And now we have the 2 flanges. We're going to put it all together now, just using union. So let's select all of the solids here and union them all together. There we go. Now you can see it's all one object. All right, so at this point I feel pretty confident. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of any of these other guys that we have in the model space. Okay? Because now I can make a copy of this guy. Okay? Believe me, it's going to be worth it. And in the end, you'll see why. Okay? In the event that we make a mistake, we don't have to start from scratch.